Scorpio, what is true and what is false, and how can you tell the difference? The first card I got for you, the only card I've got for you so far for your February 2026 reading, is the Ace of Pentacles. And we can see these talons clinging onto this pentacle. It's like, I'm keeping this, I'm grabbing this, I know this is right. Now, that's pretty much, in my experience, how the Scorpio psyche works. Constantly investigating, constantly filtering, constantly monitoring, testing, and somehow kind of decalibrating the universe. I know, I love it. I love the fact that Scorpios decode and that you can't stop yourself doing it. Sometimes, and I don't know yet because we haven't pulled the rest of the cards, but we will. That's what we're here for. Get a drink, get comfy. Sometimes things get round the side of Scorpios. I've seen it happen, particularly in love and relationships. The Scorpio heart is protected for a reason. I would say let me know in the comments, but I know you probably won't, and I forgive you for that, Scorpio. I'm a fellow sister sign, a water sign, a Pisces. I get it. And I admire your secrecy, actually. And also, I think what people don't understand, and do weigh in the comments for this, Scorpios aren't secretive because they like being secretive. They're secretive because they have a lot of depth to protect, particularly in the heart. Okay, wow. This card is not in the major arcana, it's not in the minor arcana, it's in this deck, the Elgar Life deck. Cat wanting to come in, let them in a minute. And it's the Shaman. It's extremely striking as a card. It's extremely Scorpionic. My personal feeling, Scorpio, is that you can tell that this deck was created by a Scorpio. Okay? Think about, and some of you may be aware of shamanic practices. Myself, I'm not very experienced with shamanic practices, but I do have a really good knack for sniffing them out. Okay, so when they're present in the energy of a sign that I'm reading for, I can tell you that, and then you can take that information and use it how you need to use it. The medicine healer. I love this. I love this. There's a strangeness, there's a boldness. Know that birds are in some way, as they are for many people, auguries. They are signs for you. But also there is something about sorting out what's real from what is false, flaky, in disguise. I don't know, because we will have a look. But the process of shaking it down, the feeling out of it, is really, really important. And you're going to be feeling it happen to you, particularly around mid-month when we have the new moon solar eclipse, I think in Aquarius. You have, again, another bird, and you have to forgive me, I can never identify birds, but they're all like birds of prey, okay? So we have the Page of Wands. Godspeed, go swift, a message, possibly from a fire sign, possibly to do with a fire sign, possibly, and I always find this with Scorpio because I feel like Scorpio is the fieriest water sign that there is. Like us Pisceans, we don't have any of that. Scorpios have this edge, this fire, this, I don't know what it is, okay? But it's being demonstrated here. There is some urgency around the time of the full moon. I don't have my moon diary with me, but I know that you'll be able to look it up for yourself when the full moon is. And there's something around a message or a messenger, okay? We then dive into the Hermit. I love this card. Go deep, go within. Don't avoid the truth. Now, Scorpios, like any other star sign, sometimes can avoid the truth if it's difficult. I'm going to use my lovely Scorpionic type Scarlet Rose Tarot next. Tell us a bit more, please, about what's on the table, about what needs considering. I also got, how interesting, I also got channeled an amber traffic light, which I think I had for another sign, possibly Cancer, I'm not sure. Could have been Gemini. Oh, lordy. Okay, let's pay attention. So an amber light, what does amber mean? It means caution. It doesn't mean red flag. It doesn't mean complete danger. It just means caution. Okay, so we have caution. I like this combo. Again, we get the Page of Wands. So this is the same as this card, but just done completely differently, but a very similar message. Okay, small fire, something kindled, something delivered. Now, this message, if it's a fire message, it reaches you, imagine as if it's coming to you, and this is so weird because I'm really getting this now. There is a mountain, there is a fire on the hillside, there is smoke reaching you. It's like a smoke signal. Scorpio, if any sign can decode a smoke signal, it's you. Now, for some of you, this could be about gaslighting yourself about your future. So if you are not in some way taking yourself to the edge of your comfort zone in terms of your future, this is going to find you out and it's going to take you there. Okay, now you will know if you're doing that to yourself, because you will know that there's something that you want, need, dream of, you know, you've had a taste of it, but that you are kind of avoiding. You may also find that signs, symbols, people, even fire sign type people, so outgoing people, whether they're fire signs or not, outgoing people, confident people, are gonna like try and get you pumped. They're gonna try and get you to do stuff. They're gonna put you in the way of opportunities and say, do you dare? Do you dare, Scorpio? Do you dare? I need to write that down. I always come to these readings, Scorpio, without a notebook, and then honestly end up writing bloody notes inside books. So I'm going to write yours inside this book. Do you dare? Okay, I'll leave that there. Okay, then we get the Page of Swords, making sense of things. Very different vibe to the Page of Wands. Page of Swords, think of swords, intellect, cutting through, being intellectual, working it out in your head, forming words of communication about what you want to say about something. So for some of you, this could be a business where you're or a hobby or whatever it is, a thing. Let's just call it a thing because that covers a lot of bases, where you want to bring this thing out into the world and you have a voice for it or you have words for it. And that is covered by the Page of Swords. It's like I'm formulating an expression of who I am. This can also work if you're at work or if you're trying to establish your role within a family or your role within a relationship. We will look at love and relationships in the second half of this reading, okay? But this is how you position yourself intellectually. If you hear lots of clicking, it's my cats going in and out into the rain. This is how you position yourself intellectually. These are the risks you'll take. This is how you're going to say it, but you're not there yet because it's a page. It's not a knight. It's not a king. If we get the King of Swords, we'll see. Okay, but at the moment, it's like you got your little flame burning. You got your idea. A germ of an idea is kind of growing. You're feeling, I don't know, even that shamanic medicine healer's got something to do with it. There's something a little bit hidden magic. There's something a little bit Scorpio. There's something a little bit fiery. Okay, now the interesting thing about this, self-control is Scorpio's absolute superpower. Okay, you have amazing self-control. It won't help you all the time with this. When you're getting fire messages like this and you're getting the shamanic messages, and you're getting this message of what's true and what's not, there is something about fortune favouring the brave. There is something about going beyond the intellect, and something about some kind of, I want to call it risk factor, something like that. We have the World. First time that we're getting a major arcana here, apart from the Hermit, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm not counting that one in. Not saying it's a demoted card, it's not. It's bloody important. In fact, it's very important. But you're needing to close out an old cycle, and necessarily when you close out an old cycle, you give birth to something new. I'm going to put one more card to this. Investigation. Oh, lady and gents, cripes. I want to drop an F-bomb, but I'm not allowed. 7 of Swords. I'm going to take a shadow card for you, my lady. Why am I saying my lady? Oh my God, my lady. My lord. Okay. Oh, Goliath, you beast. I love it. Hadn't used it for ages. It had been stuck in the cupboard, in tarot cupboard. Then I used it on a daily and everyone was like, oh my God, I love those cards. Right. This is quite full on, actually. No. It just says no. Of course, it could say on if it was reversed, but it's not. No. 7 of Swords. No. We will do love and relationships in a minute, but I just itchy. It's giving me an itchy nose. Oof. What do I want? I want one of these. I'm taking an inner shadows on this. Holy moly. For some of you, if this is about, yeah. If this is about, yes, love and relationships, or even like strong friendships and ties, emotional ties, yeah, the shadow card, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups for me, when it comes up in this kind of environment with shamanism, with shadow, with hermit type stuff, with Scorpio, with the depths, with this feeling I'm getting of, I mean, that hermit card there, you know, this hermit, you're going through the woods, you have your lamp, it's so scorpionic, it's dark, it's brooding, it's mysterious. There are forces between you and another person that you're not aware of and are aware of at the same time, that you have hints of. Now, the 6 of Cups as a shadow card is like you have threads. I'm getting just like threads between you and this person. It can be a friend, it could be a lover, depending, because we're doing the love section in a minute. But you're joined together somehow. And also what I'm getting, this is the childhood card, right? And it can be childhood sweethearts, but it's also its childhood. Think about 6 years old, think about, and this did come up for Gemini, think about 6 years old, think about emotional threads to the past and how you are joined to your past and how there is some kind of breaking out here and working out what is true and what is false and who is true and who is false. And also when you get the 7 of Swords, it's also about being Machiavellian yourself. So in other words, some people might view it as being selfish, solipsistic, you know, that you're being single-minded. You need to be on this one. I have to break into your love erection section. Ping! Enchanted Veil, but also Lover's Path. Yes, Lordy. Let's throw some cards for this. Definitely doing an extended reading. Definitely you and me side by side. Triple threat. Gotta be Scorpio. How could I not? Oh my God, I was not expecting that. Holy F-bomb. Cripes. I love it. Fully not expecting that. Didn't see it coming. Should I have done? I don't know if that's my job. I'm going to match it with the Lover's Tarot. Do we use that in the... No. Some now, some then. Okay. Getting really like specific. Heck. I don't even know where to put myself. Come on. Right. It's giving me an itchy ear, not going to lie. There's a lot of potential at stake here. Yes, it's lovely, okay? It is. It's glitter, it's unicorns, it's the Lovers, it's the 10 of Cups. It's like pretty premium, you know? This is pretty premium. The Lovers is also the choice. The 10 of Cups is Mars in Pisces. Now, you're ruled by Mars and Pluto, aren't you, I think? What weird rulers for a water sign. It's like psh, steam and heat. Mars in Pisces is what I call Skittles and the Rainbow. Psh, like this. Okay. I'm getting a channel message. This is bursting with love. I don't know if it's you bursting with love. I don't know if it's them bursting with love. I don't know if it's like just this kind of love that's here. But there is always a sacrifice with the Lovers. There is always a choice with the Lovers. Okay? Always. The Lovers is an interesting card because obviously it's the Lovers. So that's exciting. It's always in the films, you know, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's a card of sacrifice, a card of choice. It's a card of two roads going in different directions. Which one am I going to take? Are we going to go this way? Are we going to go that way? Is it going to be concrete? Is it 3D? I get next for you the Page of Pentacles and I'm quite relieved. Remember the pentacle at the beginning of the reading. Bringing it down to earth and finding out if it's real. Okay, that's what the Page of Pentacles does. And that is your job, okay? So you may be either in a connection with somebody that is very, like, I'm getting the word frothy, you know? It's chemistry, it's, I don't know, it feels a bit complicated, it feels dazzly, it feels blinding and exciting. Maybe a little bit dangerous. I don't know why I say that because I'm not getting the cards to go with it. Okay. But it ain't moving. We've got the Two of Swords. And guess what? When you get the Two of Swords, it's not really supposed to. Two of Swords is when you've become blind to something. You got the blindfold on. Two different Aces of Swords, two different ways, two different paths. Now, incidentally, Two of Swords for me is the minor arcana version of the Lovers. The choice. It's like you're blindfolded, you've got the two swords. Sometimes it's like this in the Rider-Waite version. My take on the Two of Swords is that there is a third way that you do not yet see. Next to it, the Five of Swords, Venus and Aquarius, battling it out, but it's like, you know, the Five of Swords is not usually up front. In the Rider-Waite, it's got somebody on the battlefield, so you know there is a battlefield. And if there's a battlefield, there's a war, there's a strategy, there's something to fight for. You know, there's an enemy, there's a hero, there's a result, there's a win or lose. And in the Rider-Waite version, the person is picking up other people's swords off the floor and taking them away. It's Venus in Aquarius. It's not diving deep into emotions. It's being detached. Now, of course, you could be dealing with an air sign, because that sometimes comes up for me as an air sign mix. But also you can be dealing with somebody or a connection that is somehow detached. And I'm getting a weird, oh, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting, oh my bloody God. Just saying, the Lovers again. Whoa, hang on. I'm getting hanging on the telephone. I'm getting a time when somebody I knew, let's just put it that way, in the past, lived on a farm, and they were having work done on the farm, and it was back, I'm so old, back in the days of a landline, you know, like a big chunky landline. It got covered in concrete, went into a hole. You could hear it ring under the floor. And I'm getting that for you. So the phone is ringing, but it's under concrete. So bloody weird. And then come off it. Come on. That's a big, big, big deal. Who knows if it comes up in the extended again, maybe twice again, if I use different decks, which I will. Flipping heck. Right, not one, but 2 stations. I'm thinking now, and I'm getting checkpoints. So you're going down the road with somebody in a connection of some kind. Don't know if this is in the future, the present, the past, only you know that. You're passing through checkpoints. Do you want to go this way or that? They're like crossroads, but with checkpoints, like army checkpoints. And each one, you kind of have to get through it. There's obviously a lot going on here in this connection, in both the 3D and the 5D. The universe is looking to connect. It wants you to connect. But the universe, you know, sometimes the messages from the universe get a bit scrambled. Yeah. Hanged Man. I just got look at the bottom. Hanged Man is also for me associated with 2 of Swords, associated with things not moving, things being stuck, when nothing is happening. Everything is happening. It's happening under. It's happening under concrete. It's like the phone being buried by concrete. You get the 5 of Wands, miscommunication. You may find text messages get swallowed. You lose your phone. They break their phone. You know, the kind of crap that sounds like someone's giving you an excuse, because normally it is. But, and this can go for anything, friends, lovers, whatever. Communication is big. There's going to be all kinds of shenanigans. Ooh. 8 of Swords, fears. Trapped in fear. Unable to get out of fear. Feeling like there is no way forward. There's no way out of this. But of course, with the 8 of Swords, there always is. You just can't see it. A lot of blindfolding going on here. Wow. Oh no. Those are pages. I'm glad we got that. We now get the Knight of Wands. Thank God. So we had the Page of Wands twice, which is the little flame. The pilot light. The Knight of Wands is like, now I've got a torch, baby. I'm thinking that music, but you can't ever sing it on them. So I guess the music. It was a film. Magic Mike. Oh, you know that music? I'm kind of like giving it some of that. I know you Scorpios are with me. Let's do it. I need a pole in the kitchen. Right, Knight of Wands comes in. This is good. This is something to say. This is something to feel, okay? But it's still playing with fire. There's a little bit of, I don't know, it's like incendiary. It's like there's so much about this that it could explode, you know? It feels exciting, it feels stuck, and it feels complicated. Only the Scorpio reading can do this to me. In the extended reading, we're going to do you, them, the bridge, okay? I do shadow cards in that reading too, and I will be. It's what connects you. It's what joins you and what keeps you apart. So we have a deck for you, a deck for them, and then I have a pretty good idea what I'm going to use down the middle, okay? As the actress said to the bishop. The link for that reading is below. Join me if you dare. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.